Hello, welcome to Python for Beginners. In this tutorial series, we will be working on Python. Python is a great language for beginners and advanced coders alike. Python is used by multiple companies around the globe, including Google. Python is mainly used for data science, but we will learn that in a future series. So, first of all, to get started, we need to get an IDE, Python, and a machine. So, a machine can either be Linux, Mac, or Windows. In my tutorials, I will be using Windows, although you can use other operating systems too. I can walk you through how to use them too. So, let's get started. So, first of all, what we will need to do is to get the IDE. So, I have Visual Studio Code's official website open. As you can see, the URL is code.visualstudio.com, which I will paste in the comments and the description below. So, as I said, I'm on Windows, so it says download for Windows. Whatever operating system you have, you can click here and it will install Visual Studio Code for you. Also, we will need to download Python. You can get it from python.org. The way you download this is you go in Downloads and you click on this Python 3.9.7. As it says here, Python 3.9 Plus cannot be used on Windows 7 or earlier, so I suggest using Windows 8 or above. So, let's get started. So, I have a terminal open here, and so let me go full screen. So I have it open on my desktop. So I'm just gonna make a directory called Python for Beginners, and this fancy terminal is Windows Terminal. If you don't have that, you can get it from the Windows Store. But if you don't want to download something, then you can go with the default command prompt or PowerShell. All these commands will work in both places. So, on my desktop I have made Python for Beginners. Make sure you keep this in a place where you can remember, so that you don't have any problems. So I'm just going to change directory into Python for Beginners. And the way you change directories in PowerShell is you go cd and then you put the name of the directory. So I'm just going to open up VS Code. So here I have my folder open, and so the first thing we want to do before we program any Python is go onto this extensions tab and type in Python. Click on this one and install. I already have it installed, and we also need to do Pylance, this one. So click on this, install, and you will have everything needed to get started with Python. So let me just make this a bit bigger. So first of all, to code in Python, we need to make a Python file. And the way you make a Python file is you click on this icon over here, and then you type in the name of your file, and the common naming convention is that you call your main file main.py, and then you have your Python file open. So we also want to check if Python was installed correctly before we run this file. So the way I like to open the terminal is pressing Control and the backtick. The way I like to open the terminal is by pressing Control and the single quote. And you see here, it's opened it in the folder I need it. So this can be very handy. And so, the way we check that Python is installed is that we do Python -- version. If for you it says Python 2 point something, then you might want to type Python 3 every time I press Python. And so for Windows it opens up Microsoft Store for some reason, but if you get Python 2 point something, then you need to do Python 3 to be able to use Python 3, which we will be using in this tutorial. So in this example, Python works like this, and you also want to check one thing: pip -- version, and then it will tell you this. If here it says 2 point something, then do pip 3, like Python 3, and you just have to replace these commands I write. Okay, so if you aren't getting this, and I'm gonna make a typo, not by accident, on purpose, but if you get something like this in red, then a problem has happened with your installation. First try doing Python 3, and if even that doesn't work, then that means it hasn't worked properly for some reason, and you either haven't added it to your path. So there's a checkbox in the installer called add to path, so you would have to reinstall that Python. And if there's another reason, that means that you haven't installed Python properly, and so go ahead and reinstall it and check. So now we are ready to write some code, and in the next lesson we will write our first Python script. Well done for getting this through, and leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share this video, and a subscribe would be very nice. Thank you for watching.